Hey world. If you're a subscriber of mine, you probably saw my last video called YouTube Wants You to Die. The video was my response to all the hullabaloo floating around the tubes right now about YouTube allegedly planning to change to be more like Hulu. The video, however, was just complete silliness. I was poking fun at a video posted by The Real Weekly News that I thought to be a bit melodramatic. But I do actually have a serious opinion on all of this, and I'm going to share that with you right now. First, full disclosure, I am a YouTube partner. I have a working relationship with YouTube and I have a vested interest in maintaining that working relationship with YouTube. What I mean by this is that I make money from my videos. Some people interpret that to mean that I am naturally biased toward YouTube, and I can see the validity in that. I mean, YouTube gives me money and therefore I like YouTube. It's pretty straightforward. Something that is, however, important to understand is the difference between partner and employee. I am a partner. I am not an employee. As a partner, they allow me to put ads on my videos, but unlike an employee, I'm not required to do anything. I mean, there's no contract or anything that says Dan must post X number of videos per week or else his partnership will be terminated. What I'm getting at here is that YouTube and Dan Brown are independent entities. If it looked like YouTube was about to do something that would damage the community, I would not hesitate to criticize them and I would not fear for my partnership. So anyway, let me give you a real quick background as to what's going on. While there hasn't been any sort of press release or official statement from YouTube, it is heavily rumored that YouTube is pretty soon going to be making some major changes. The story goes that YouTube will be changing its front page from what it is now to having 4 tabs: movies, shows, music, and videos. The first 3 tabs are pretty self-explanatory, and the final videos tab would be this. It would be us. It would be the YouTube community as we know it today. And therein lies the controversy. I mean, would this be a good thing? I'm going to argue yes. The main concern that people have is that these changes will significantly reduce the number of views that we in the community get. Now, obviously, we don't know the logistics of everything yet, so there's no way to know for sure, but to me, it seems as though these changes would actually bring us in the community more views. Follow me on this, it's pretty simple. First of all, we're not going to lose the audience we already have. They like our content, make a point of viewing our content, and will continue to make a point of viewing our content no matter what the front page looks like. On top of that, bringing on traditional media means drawing in more people to the site as a whole. Drawing in more people means that while the percentage of YouTube visitors who click on the videos tab might go down, the total number of people who click on the videos tab is going to go up. Now, some people buy into the theory that YouTube is deliberately trying to damage the theory, and that is absolutely positively ridiculously redonkulous. The whole point of these rumored changes would be so that YouTube can compete with Hulu, and the one major advantage YouTube has over Hulu is this enormous built-in community. Like I said before, we don't yet know the specifics, but I would venture to guess that rather than having movies and shows try to snuff out the traditional YouTube community, YouTube wants the old and new aspects of the site to work to benefit each other. I mean, that's just smart business. Speaking of smart business, something we need to remember is that YouTube is, in fact, a business. Their primary objective is to make money. Now, YouTube itself doesn't release specific earnings information, so this is not an exact figure, but according to Technologizer.com's estimation, YouTube could be on track to, in 2009, lose $470 million. Needless to say, that is not a good thing for YouTube. Their bandwidth costs are much, much higher than what they're currently bringing in with advertising. Now, there's no reason to immediately freak out about this. YouTube is owned by Google. Google makes plenty of money, and there's no real danger that YouTube's going to die anytime soon. YouTube does, however, if they want to stay in existence, need to advance their business model. As awesome as we are, we're just not as attractive to advertisers as traditional media like TV shows or movies. We are an untested medium, and right now advertisers aren't willing to shell out the big bucks for our content. In the long term, hopefully that will change, but the reality of the situation is that right now we are not enough to keep YouTube running. Even if you still don't think the rumored changes will benefit the community, what you need to realize is that without the changes, there might be no community. There might be no YouTube. And the bad guy here, if there even really is a bad guy, isn't YouTube for changing to a more profitable business model. It's the advertisers for failing to realize the viability of advertising with us, the community. We all love YouTube. That's why we're here. While we might not agree as to what's best for YouTube's future, we all want YouTube to succeed. We all want YouTube to grow. Frankly, I'm excited about having shows and movies on YouTube. I mean, it's gonna be cool to be able to watch what we wanna watch, when we wanna watch it, where we wanna watch it. But obviously, I understand that this is still a very heated issue within the YouTube community, so I want to know your thoughts. Whatever your thoughts are, wherever you stand on this, join the discussion by posting a comment or a video response. Until next time, I am Dan Brown, and I am out.
If you like what you just saw, if Dan put you in a state of awe, subscribe to him and click the orange button. It really means something. If you do that, that'd be really cool.